Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to change the change lever as well as the shift arm in a 6-speed K-series shift selector. Now, a couple things to note before we start off. How you know this is in neutral is when the hole here in the change lever lines up with the bolt. So this is neutral, you could see. Also, when it's in neutral, this assembly will always be facing the reverse lockout. So if you want to just make a note of that. Okay. So first things first, you have your 12mm bolt here. I think I already started getting this off, so I mean, it's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, it's already off. But it was a pain in the ass to get off the first time. Still showing some resistance here. All right, we get that off, put it to the side, don't lose it. If you were going to keep everything together and you were just changing out the springs, say for the hybrid racing springs, as you back this out, just hold it tight and make sure everything just stays where it is. Like I said, I'm changing the shift arm, so I don't really mind. Take everything apart. I'll put it back together for you guys. So, boom, boom, boom. That's all good. Easy, easy. First things first, when taking out the change lever, you're gonna have this little grommet that sits up here, as well as this being connected to here. Mine's not because I already took it apart and reassembled it. It's pretty simple. All you're gonna do is just pull up on the change lever after you take the grommet off. And just by pulling up this lever as well will just detach. And again, real quick, look at the difference here. Take our assembly here. We're going to maybe clean this up, actually. You can tell where the shift change arm goes in. It's all gunked up in there. All right, we're back. I cleaned it up a little bit, just the inside before the gasket. Nothing too crazy. Just took some brake cleaner. All right. So let's move the old one out of the way. Got the new change lever. I'm gonna just drop it in. And as we're doing this, actually, I'm gonna get the gasket on. And we wanna drop it in so that this goes in. This will fit in. Will I be able to accomplish this? Maybe. And there we go. Get our new springs out too from hybrid racing. Those ones there. First things first, when reassembling this, it's going to be washer. It's going to be big spring. Make sure it just fits in the groove. Little spring goes down the center. And then you have the holder, which I'm actually also just going to go clean just because it makes sense to do it while it's out. All right, this is all cleaned up. Not really necessary, but might as well. Holder goes back. You can feel the difference in the springs. Okay. Now, we have this piece. This lovely piece that confuses everyone, including myself. So, you're gonna hold it like this with the little opening here on the left, and you can see the ball. You take the shift arm, I'm taking my new one here, and you're gonna hold it exactly like this with the bolt hole facing towards you, okay? Now this is just gonna go like literally as simple as it is. This little flanger, whatever you want to say, that's sticking out is on the bottom. Okay, it's facing down. It just fits right in, exactly how you would imagine. I'll show you again. You have it like a puzzle piece, just fits right in, and it'll sit inside here at the top. You can make sure it's lined up. If you could see the ball where it touches the little ridges, it's going to be right in the middle. Okay. right in the middle of the ridges. Perfect. This is exactly what you want to see right here. Okay. Now, holding this, we're gonna carefully just put it on. And by doing so, we'll ensure that everything is lined up properly. This might take a few tries. I'm gonna get this on first. And then like that. There we go. So that's on there. Make sure this goes down all the way. Yep. All right, good. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slightly back this off just so there's space for the next piece. You see there's like that space, the end of the lever just reaches the end there. So holding this in the correct orientation with the pointy end facing towards you and with the prong right by this knob and the other one getting caught there, you're gonna want to go in this way so that this prong that's upwards gets caught right here, right in this groove. We want to caught there. So just go in. I'm gonna hold it up this way so I can see the hole while making sure that this part that is upwards on the springs is in the spot. And we're gonna just push it into place. And once we're somewhat close, we're gonna push down, making sure that it's smooth, and boom. Sometimes this will pop out up here, that's fine. Just make sure that it's in, it stays in. Now we're gonna take our bolt, make sure you have the washer on. And to line this up, you basically want it to look like this, with this lined up with the reverse lockout solenoid. We're gonna compress upwards to try to find the screw. I found it. Hold from the top. Press this in. Okay, like that. Make sure we're still good there. Then we're gonna try to get the screw in. Always by hand, of course. Looks like we got some bite. Oh, I think I got it. There we go. Once the bolt is snug, we're gonna set our torque wrench here to 23 pounds. And with that, we will torque it up. So I actually stepped away to get that torque down because I needed to use my feet because it was impossible to torque it on this box. But like I said, we'll just double check. Bolts lined up, it's in neutral, and the assembly is facing towards the reverse solenoid, so you know it's right. And we can test it there. Everything's good. This is still good. And yeah, with that, we're good to go. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope it helped.